And that's a good fish. Did he get you in the grass?
He's on the grass. On the Yum Dinger. 4-inch and 5-inch dingers. They work really, really good. There's several ways to hook those. One of the most popular ways, if there's not a lot of weeds or just a limited amount of weeds, is to what's called wacky rigging it. What we're going to do is fold the bait in half, just come back into there and hook them. And as that falls into the water, it actually wiggles as it's falling down. And it's got a fall rate with this octopus hook probably at about a foot every 1.5 seconds, every 2 seconds. The key is to be able to feel it, because when the fish strike, you need to be able to set the hook. Yep. And if you don't strike it when the fish hit, had it for a while. Crap.
You cannot wait for those smallmouth to eat those Yum Dingers. They eat them so fast and so hard. They get them down so deep. There is no sense, and I tell people that all the time. Do not wait on those fish, because you get a deep hooked fish, and that's a very badly, almost fatally injured fish a lot of times if it gets in the gills. You don't need to wait. You know, I've seen people do that with stickworms. They wait. Can't afford to wait, because you're just hurting fish like that. Go home, Bubba.
See line twitch, set the hook.
And a high percentage of your bites are going to come on the fall of the lure. So always be aware of that and be ready, because you're going to have slack in your line and you want to really be quick.
Good fish. Nice fish. Oh yeah, that's a dandy.
Good fish. Good fish.
And if there is a lot of weeds, and we had talked about the wacky rigging it, you can take the offset hook, just take the fat part of the worm and run the tip down into the worm, about a 1/4 inch, and you twist it. Now with these Yum Dingers, there's a slot in the side of it. You can see it right here, the slot. And that's pretty much where that hook has to go. You just run the slot up in, and you're set. And now you can actually text pose if you watch closely. You can pull back on it, and the hook point is now covered, and you can actually bring this right through the weeds. Throw it out in the weeds, and you can bring it in, bring it off a lily pad, let it fall down, bring it to the next lily pad, let it fall down. And we caught a couple of fish.
That's a good trick, because a lot of people, especially from say now through early September, on a lot of these lakes, they won't even bother going after the bass at this time of the day, and that's going to probably be your best bet, because they're afraid to fish the thick cover. I think if you can put your stick or any kind of a jig or even a topwater lure in low light, and you find one of those holes, they'll come up and they'll eat it, and even the thickest grass cover.
And I think most anglers avoid it. They see,
sure they do.
They see nothing but, they clog up their hooks, and they're not going to play with it. And here, like I said, it's 5 or 6 foot deep, and half of its death is milfoil.
Whatever happens, this fish is off, I think.
No, he's. Oh. Could he be in there?
He's in there. No, he's not.
Yes, he is. Look at that. We had fish that we hooked, we could barely even get out of the pads once we had them hooked, but that's exactly how we did it. We threw them in there and drug it across the pad, let it literally fall. Let me get that up on you. Jeez, look at that.
Salad with your fish? That's what those fish do. They grab that bait right to the grass.
Give it a 3-second pause and just watch for your line, because it'll twitch. As you're on the way down, you'll see that line jump when the fish pick it up. Set the hook. That's pretty much how it is.
Right up into the grass.
I got grass, or I got a big fish. I can't tell on this grass, but it's a good fish.
Yeah.
Come on, you don't.
That's a good fish. Another 3-pound fish.
Man, I love these fish. A little mustache on them.
Another 3-pound fish.
Yep.